So today I will gonna be discussing or showing you what are the best settings in order for you to improve your rank and also your gameplay. Hopefully. So first up, we're gonna be discussing the camera. So first to this is the sensitivity to slide camera. Now it's up to you whether you want it to have a high sensitivity or lower sensitivity, but I prefer the default one, which is 15, because I like it better this way. Next up is the movement direction of the watching camera. So I think this will gonna apply if you're gonna be dead, but as of now, if you're gonna change it to reverse or same, the effects are the same. So if you're gonna swipe up, it will gonna go up. Swipe down, it will gonna go down. Swipe up in the minimap, it's gonna go up. Swipe down in the minimap, gonna go up. Gonna go down. Let's try in reverse. So swipe up, if you go up, swipe down, it will go down in the minimap. Swipe up, go up. Swipe down, go down. So it's up to you, but I just prefer same. So next is these three. This is the most important part in the camera settings. So first of the three is the camera assist when casting ability. So what does this settings do is, if you activate it, then the game will automatically adjust your view for you every time you cast a skill that has a wide range. So let's say for example this first skill, it has a wide range, so the camera is still not adjusting its position because I can still see what is in front of me or where is the pointers pointing at. But if I will gonna go down, in which is the range is, I cannot see all of the range or the circle of my skills, then the camera will automatically adjust it for me, or will gonna go down for me. Same with the other skills. Let's say for example the ulti, the camera will gonna adjust for me in order for me to properly see where does my skills will gonna hit or will gonna go. So if you're gonna turn it off, then the game won't adjust for you. As you can see here, the camera is not moving on its own. We do first skill, it's not moving on its own. So for me, I will highly suggest for you to turn this on so you can hit your skills properly if it is out of your view range or it is out of your phone's screen. If you have a bigger screen, then that's better for you, but for me, a mobile phone user, then I'm gonna turn this on because it will gonna greatly assist my aim, or gonna greatly increase my chances of hitting the enemy that is far away from me. So next up is ability picture in picture. Now this one is just if you will gonna teleport, then there will be an extra camera. So this one, this top right, top left, there will gonna be an extra camera if you're gonna cast a teleport. And if you're gonna turn it off, then there will be no extra camera in the top left. So there's no camera in the top left. So for me, I prefer this turn on because it looks cool. But I think this will gonna cause lag too. So if your phone is a bit laggy, then you can turn this off. But for me, I'll just gonna prefer to turn that on. So let's go back to the river. So last one will be gonna be camera fine tuning. So what does this do is, every time you turn this on, there will be a wait, I'm just gonna buy items. Wait a minute. So there will gonna, I'm just gonna turn that on. So as you can see here in the top right, there is it's normal item or everything, the gold and the courier. But if you're gonna turn this camera fine tuning, there will gonna be a eye, or this eye logo that will gonna appear. So what does this thing do is, every time if you're gonna press it, you can adjust the angle of the camera. So let's say for example, if you want your hero to be in the lower screen and then you want to see what is front of you more, then you can adjust the camera fine tuning in this one, and then just let go, and then that will gonna be automatically your view for the rest of the game. If you want this camera fine tuning to go down, or if you want your character to be higher than the normal, then you just swipe it down and that's it. You're gonna see this one. And if you're gonna turn it off, it will gonna go back to the default one. So for me, I will suggest that you will gonna just turn it off, because I think it will just gonna distract you, or it will just gonna distort you, especially if you came from another MOBA game in the phone. It's unusual to do this, but if you prefer this one, then go for it. But for me, I'll highly suggest not doing this, because it will gonna affect everything. Even if you turn this camera assist, the view is still very narrow. You can still not see the front of you properly, or the back of you properly. So for me, just turn this off. It doesn't have any use. Maybe in the future this will gonna be developed, but I don't know. We'll see. But this is, for me, is the best settings for the camera. Except for the sensitivity of the camera slide, it is up to you. So next up is the control. So controls are the joysticks, or the skill joysticks, or everything position. So first up is the movement joystick position. Now if you are a beginner, I highly suggest for you to make this move joystick position into a slidable. So what does it mean is, every time you tap, the joystick will just gonna adjust for you. So if I'm gonna tap here, then the joystick will gonna move to the place where I tap, or where I put my fingers. If I go here, they will gonna adjust. Go here, the game will gonna adjust, or the joystick will gonna adjust. So that's slidable. This is highly suggested for beginners who are new to this kind of game, who still did not develop a muscle memory to the joystick. But as for not beginners, I'll highly suggest for you to do the fixed one, because it offers better balance into the fingers. It also lets you see more of the screen, or what is happening, because the thing is already fixed. So you can see more what is happening on the screen, rather than putting your fingers here and you can see less. So for the less beginners, I will highly suggest for you to do the fixed one. So next is ability wheel position. So same with this movement joystick position. What it does is, if you are gonna make it to follow, then if you're gonna press the skills, then it will follow you, or it will activate where your fingers is, but it has a limited range instead of the joystick one. So you can see here, if you're gonna tap lower to the third skill, and it will gonna happen like that. But if you're gonna turn it into fix, then I cannot do that. See, I'm tapping, but I cannot press the skills. So for beginners, or for less beginners, I would highly suggest for you to make it into follow settings, because there are some times that if you're in a clash, then you tend to press the skill buttons faster. Then it is better to have this follow button, so in case you miss an inch, you can still activate your skills. So that's it for me. Turn on the ability wheel position will gonna be follow. Next up is ability cancellation position. So there are two options: specific spot and fixed distance. Fixed distance, what it does is, if you want to cancel your skill, you can just swipe anywhere. You just need to wait the skills to turn red. So if you want to activate, it's green, and if you want to cancel, just swipe everywhere farther from it until it will gonna turn red. Now for me, I would highly suggest, or it is better for you to have a specific spot rather than a fixed position, because what happens is, just like I've said, if you are in a clash, you tend to press the skills button faster, and what does happen is, if you are gonna do that, there are sometimes that you're gonna miss your skills, just like this. especially the targeting skills. So if you want to target enemies, or you want to cheat, or you're chasing enemies, and you're so hype, or you're so pumped, your adrenaline is pumping, sometimes you just swipe too far away, and then the skills will gonna get cancelled. So that is a very, very no-no, especially if you want to kill secure an enemy. So that is why fixed distance for me is very bad, but specific spot is better, because the specific spot does is there is this X button, and where if you want to cancel your skills, you just drag your skills or drag your fingers to that X position. So even though if you're swiping everywhere, you will not cancel your skill unless you will gonna hit the X button, and the X button is so very far away. If ever if you press that X button, then you're fucking stupid. But for me, that's it. Specific spot is better in the ability cancellation position. The next up is default directions of flash ability. So let me just buy a flash ability first. Give me gold, please. Thank you so much.
The beacon rewards appeared.
Oh, I already have a flash ability, so never mind. So what does this thing does is, if you're gonna choose to enemy target, let's put a dummy first. So if you press enemy, if you will gonna press enemy target to the default direction of flash ability, what it does is, if you're gonna press your flash, it will automatically go to the enemy. So let's say for example here, if you were running away from the enemy, and then you suddenly get panic, or you get shocked, or whatever, you just panic, you want to escape, but you just tap the flash, what it does is it will gonna automatically go to the enemy, even if you're facing reverse to the place where the enemy is. So say for example here, I'm gonna press my flash. Oh, I'm gonna press my flash. It will gonna go automatically to the enemy, even if I was a my direction was opposite to the enemy. I just tap the flash, but you can control the flash if you want. But there's just sometimes that we get panic because of ambush or everything, so we just press the flash like that, but we go back to the enemy. So that's why for me, I would highly suggest that you're gonna press or choose the option of hero direction. So every time you will gonna escape, and then you just want to press the flash, whenever you're wherever your hero faces, then that's the direction of the flash too. So I will just gonna run, press the flash, and it will gonna go there. Press the flash. Even if I was closer to the enemy, I was facing this direction, I will gonna flash there. See? So it is very useful when you are escaping, or you will gonna get ambushed. You just want instant flash. So that's it. Then base attack movement assist. Now what this does is, as of now maybe it's bug, but even if you turn on it or turn off this base attack movement assist, it has still the same effect. So if you're gonna press the base attack, then the hero will automatically go to the enemy and attack that enemy. I'm gonna turn it on, still the same. Turn it off, it is still the same. So it's up to you if you turn it off or turn it on. It is still the same effect. Next is the support. Oh, the video is getting longer. I think I'm gonna separate this into two parts. Or maybe I'll yeah, I'm gonna separate this into two parts. So that's it. See you in the part 2, where I will gonna be explaining this support and graphics. Voice is, it's up to you. It's just sound effects, the voice comms, the background music, and vibration, etc, etc, hero voice. It's up to you to adjust. But in the next part, I'm gonna explain what is the support and what are the graphics, or what are the best settings that you're gonna use to support, and the graphics. So that's it. Bye. See you in the part 2.